I first of all greet you on this most important occasion of India's independence. First of all, we must pay tribute to those dedicated countrymen of India who suffered and even sacrificed their lives for the freedom of the country. This day is celebrated with parades, pageants, and in India and all the India diaspora abroad. In some locations like New York, this day is called India Day. We also recall the words of Abraham Lincoln about freedom. He said, freedom is the last resort, last best hope of humanity. In 1947, I was very much in New Delhi, and I was witness to everything that was happening there. Even on the date of Mahatma Gandhi's demise, I was there, and I lived at that time within 2 miles of that place. So I even had good fortune of going to see Mahatma Gandhi's prayer meetings, and I even touched his feet once in 1939 as a mark of respect. At that time, in 1947, I used to live in New Delhi with my wife and 2 kids, little ones. One was 7 months old, the other was 3-year-old. Now, in old days, if you may recall, 1929, the Indian National Congress had passed a resolution that we want Purn Swaraj, or full freedom from British rule. Then the same thing was referred to by Pandit Nehru, whose speech I quote below. On August 14-15 night, he said from the ramparts of the Red Fort, he said, long years ago we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will wake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out of the old and into the new. Then an age ends, and the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance. It is fitting that the solemn moment we take pledge and dedication to India and her people and to the still larger cause of humanity. The achievement we celebrate today is but a step, an opportunity to the greater triumphs and achievements that await us. Are we brave enough and wise enough to grasp this opportunity and accept the challenge of the future? I actually remember that I was not sleeping at that time, but I was listening to the speech of Jawaharlal Nehru. Now, India's freedom And the aftermath of that freedom was rather some grim and tragic moments also came at that time. A huge, unprecedented population exchange took place between India and Pakistan. About 15 million people moved from one side to the other, leaving their homes and with a trail of death and destruction. I saw the refugees coming from Pakistan and similarly some Muslims going to Pakistan from India at that time. And when I talk about this, I also wish to tell you that I had seen all the leaders of Indian National Congress in New Delhi, and even at the time of negotiation with the Viceroy, when the Prime Minister and everybody was going to Lord Mountbatten for discussions, I used to watch them going in their cars and all. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Uncle.
August 30 is my birthday, which is 96th, and I hope to complete 100.
You will. Thank you so much again.